welcome everyone to episode 37, Shark Attack Case Files. So today we're going to have a look at an attack which took place in Western Australia. Just down here near Albany, close to Chains Beach. This is Chains Beach, and the attack took place just in here, Three Stripes Rock. So yeah, dive into it. Just looking at some statistics. Yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but yeah, Western Australia, last fatality in Western Australia was 2021, first one like 1875. Western Australia's had 37 great white shark fatalities throughout the years. Yeah, and this attack is one of them age-old questions, is like who would win in a fight, you know, like 20 men with penknives or a polar bear, or like 5 guys with baseball bats against a gorilla, that type of stuff. But this is like two teenage boys with spear guns versus a 5 meter great white shark. So we're gonna find out you know what would happen if these two fought.
It's time!
So how these match up? Yeah, I mean this shark would have weighed about 1,650 pounds. These two kids probably 300 pounds combined weight. Time on Earth as a species, I think primates have been around about 55 million years. Sharks about 450 million years. Wins, I mean humans have probably killed 5 billion sharks in the last 3,000 years, so well up on the win count. Sharks probably 30,000 humans murked throughout the years. Humans have 5 senses, sharks 7. Strengths for humans, we have the ability to use weapons, obviously. Sharks, yes. Weaknesses, yeah, humans have a general lack of respect for nature, really, sort of that Dunning and Kruger effect type thing. Sharks' weaknesses, yeah, they have sociopathic tendencies, I think, definitely. So just jump into just what happened here. Yeah, so the location is just off Three Stripes, Chains Beach, Western Australia. This attack took place December the 29th, Monday 2014. So that's like their summer, so they sort of have a summer break over Christmas, obviously down in the southern hemisphere. Victim Jay Muscat, he was diving with Matt Palella, his friend, and they were just diving, spearfishing, and he was attacked by a 5 meter, which is about probably 15-foot great white shark. Time of the attack was just past noon, 12-20 hours, and the water depth there was about 9 to 12 meters, which is sort of I guess around 30 feet, pushing over 30 feet, and they were about 40 meters, 43 yards from the shore. Moon phase, first quarter, water temperature there is about 20 degrees, 69 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's a fatal injury, and it's probably an investigation or mistaken identity, this particular one. Yeah, the general narrative is he was fishing with his friend Matt. Yeah, I think we looked at one other attack in Western Australia, that Jeff Brazier attack in episode 8. But this particular area is sort of like well known for diving and spearfishing, and kids go here to like jump off the cliffs into the water. They swim around. Yeah, and I mean, it's one thing to note also that there isn't many places to get out of the water here. So once you're in diving around, there's few places you can actually disembark the water. And before this attack happened, there's like the local sort of diving group had always reported sharks in the area, so there was always interactions with sharks. And there was even one guy reckoned that he'd grabbed hold of a dorsal fin of a great white shark and sort of let it pull him along. So these I think these kids in the area maybe had a bit of a lack of respect for these sharks, and there's bronze whalers in the area, all types of stuff like that. And also, just before this attack happened, there was like 10 dolphins in the cove also, and there'd been a 4 meter great white shark accidentally caught in heron nets 2 weeks before. And then this particular shark, which attacked Jay Muscat, had actually been seen in the area 2 hours before, but I don't think a general sort of alarm went up. No one had warned these two kids. Jay and Matt had not been warned of the shark in the area, so they just went in anyway, and they were like spearfishing together, and they'd already speared many fish, so there was definitely some fish blood in the water. And then what happened is the shark initially made a charge for Matt, but Matt managed to push the shark away. Then the shark redirected its attention towards his friend Jay, and it actually bit Jay across the middle and the leg, sort of severing his femoral artery. And then the shark made its way back over to Matt, like through the gloom of the blood, and then Matt said he saw the shark just appear through the blood with his jaws wide open, like huge jaws of this like 5 meter 15-foot shark. But he actually pushed the spear gun down the shark's throat and pulled the trigger, so like the spear went down into the shark's guts, he said, and that obviously confused the shark, and the shark actually bolted, and he was like still attached to the shark, and the shark like went down deeper and was actually pulling him under. Obviously Matt let go. The passing boat actually pulled his friend Jay onto the vessel, tried to resuscitate him, but he died unfortunately very quickly, and they believe it's like hypovolemic shock, so just that massive dramatic blood loss of his severed femoral artery, just that huge release of blood caused his body to go into hypovolemic shock, and he died unfortunately very quickly. And then Matt was also pulled on board a boat. So that injury was just a severed femoral artery, as mentioned. And then after this attack took place, the fisheries department reported it, obviously, and then they sent out 2 vessels, and they set a load of drum lines to try and catch the shark over the course of the next few days, but I don't think the shark was ever captured. But this guy Matt, he went back in the water. He was diving again a few weeks later. So yeah, absolute legend. But it just goes to show, if you're armed with a spear gun against a large shark, you do stand a chance if you remain calm, like stay in the water column, don't bolt to the surface and try and swim away. If you remain under the water, keeping your eyes on the shark, and you do stand a chance of surviving, which was what Matt done here. Obviously his friend Jay wasn't so fortunate. He was unlucky that shark bit him the way that it did and severed his femoral artery, but yeah, Matt was able to keep his cool and was able to shoot the shark in a pretty vulnerable spot, and the shark obviously just didn't like it, and that shark would have been pretty badly injured from that, I guess, that spear right through into the inside of its mouth, into its guts. But yeah, they never found the shark. But yeah, anyway, so I would say that honour's even on this one. So that Matt kid, he can go the rest of his life having been one of probably only, I don't know, 2 or 3 people in the whole planet who have like fought a shark and won. So yeah, not many people can say that. Anyway, laters.